Well, first of all, Dave, a better Monday morning feeling. You did state last week that you were disappointed at Bolton because you didn't think it was your crew team. You must have been well satisfied with what you got in a response.
Yeah, I think that was us. Irrespective of result, yes, we needed a result as well. But the performance was probably up there as a 90-minute performance, probably the best of the season, I'd say.
No doubt about it. The pleasing part about it was we all know it's daft saying, but you have to make goals and score goals to win football matches. You haven't been particularly doing that very well previously, but there was a lot of chances and a lot of forward play.
Yeah, I think when you pass the ball to each other with a bit of intent and a bit of understanding, which is not, whenever I say these words, I'm sure the players know I'm not being critical of them, because I make sure they know that. But I hope the fans understand that, when I say when they pass the ball to each other, it helps. It's that understanding. It's not as easy as just saying to the lads, pass the ball to each other, and they go, right, we're not going to do it, or we are going to do it. It's not as easy as that. It's getting that understanding, and we, like I say, we stripped it back a bit on Monday and Tuesday, and had 4 sessions over the 2 days, and the real pleasing thing is what we told them they took into the game, and that doesn't half give you a warm glow as a coach, because that's what it's about, really. And I thought they were magnificent. I thought they were really good. What we were trying to do with them, what we asked of them, was really good, and that's the most pleasing thing, really.
Unfortunately, we sat here too many times on a Monday morning talking about negatives of how performances have gone, and you've tried to help the players by showing them the video, but this particular Monday morning, I think you've gone through a lot of positives, and there's everything there to build on now. You've shown them that. Yeah,
I think the players needed to understand that, and we kept telling them that they're not bad players. But I think after Saturday and showing them the video just then, by reinforcing it, hopefully they actually believe that they are actually good players, and if they pass the ball to each other, then they've got a chance of winning any game of football in this league, because that's our way, the football club's way, my way, the players' way, our way.
I know you said it's the players that get the results, but you're the man who has to set it all up with your coaching staff. How did it make you feel over the weekend that you got a tune out of your team?
Yeah, look, it's all about the players, when it goes right, and it's all about the manager when it doesn't. And whether that's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. That's how it is. The players were receptive in training and magnificent on Saturday. Does that make me happy? Well, it certainly makes me happy than losing. Of course it does. So, if we keep doing that and we keep playing like that, then we've got every chance of winning lots of games of football.
More to come, and the platform's been made to build upon. That's got to happen. The time of the season, it's got to happen.
Yeah, look, we had a poor first 15 games. We've got to have a much better second 15. We know that, and hopefully that's the start of these next 12 games left or something like that in this 15 game block, that they actually start putting a run of results together, because we need to, obviously, and if we do, then we've got every chance. But we've got one swallow and all that, but we also know we've got good players. And if we perform like we did on Saturday, then we'll have a great chance of staying up.
I don't like to bring into individuals too much, because it was a great all-round team performance. Everybody played the part, but you've a 17-year-old in Zach Williams who took the Man of the Match award. Just have a little chat about that at the moment, because he didn't get his champagne. He got his crisps, his Jaffa cake, and his orange juice. But just his arrival, just talk us through that.
Listen, I think it's obviously given some lads a shot in the arm. I do think talking about Zach on his own is a little bit. It's certainly remiss of me not to talk about Billy Tass-Davies alongside him, who I thought had Johnny Kindy right where he wanted him. That's not taking anything away from Zach, because I thought both of them were magnificent, but I thought Billy was outstanding. This is a proven lower league goal scorer. Scored the win against us last year. Didn't have a kick. And that's because Billy, marked him out of the game. Zach did brilliantly alongside him, and credit to them both. I thought Luke was good, apart from his silly booking at the end. In the back three, average age of whatever it is, 20. They showed maturity beyond the years. They've got, all three of them have got a bright future. We all know that. Zach, because he just first come into the team, will get a lot of the headlines, especially because he can't take home a bottle of Prosecco. He's on his driving test today. I spoke to him yesterday. I've got my driving test at 1:15. I don't think I'll be, all that. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. All that kind of stuff. But that just goes to show how young he is. He's going along great. He's coming to the team. He's played 3 games now, and he's the best player at Bolton. That's for sure. I thought they were all very good on Saturday. So I wouldn't like to say who, but he's set his own standards. He's Welsh under-19s captain. You don't get accolades like that for nothing. I'm sure there's plenty of Welsh players at Man United and Man City and Swansea and Cardiff. And for little Zach Williams from little old Crewe to rock up and take a captain's armband shows how good he is. And don't get me wrong, he's played 2 or 3 games in the first team. There's a hell of a long way to go, and he's got a lot to work on still. A hell of a lot to work on. But he's made a good start.
He's still only that scholar, isn't he? And he hasn't got to the professional side of it yet. But is he in a group where you've got more like him in the pipeline? Because at the end of the day, that's what the fans put Crewe to, don't they? This is what they like.
Yeah. Look, we recognised, quite a long time ago, years ago, that we had a good group at this age. So this group were already playing 23s football at the back end last year when we played Charlton on the Tuesday night. We made sure that we were playing Charlton on the same day, and we made sure that we all went down together, and they sort of had a taste of that. Whenever it was March time, I think it was. I think we went down 4 buses, COVID and all that kind of stuff, but we were in the hotel together, and someone like Zach and all that age group, that the 8 of them there, saw how Chris Porter and Mika and Murph handled themselves in a hotel and had a meal with them and all that kind of stuff. And then we watched them in the afternoon, and we knew, I certainly knew a long time before then that they were a good group. So they've done pre-season with us. So they haven't been with Belly. I said, look, we'll have them. Literally from day one, we're not going to break them in pre-season because it's tough, really tough for a 16, 17-year-old. Some of them are still 16 at that point. To do a first team pre-season, but they all got through it. There were 1 or 2 niggles amongst the whole group, but nothing much. And they've been training with us now, like I said, for the last 4 or 5 months, and it shows. And not that we're trying to fast track them, but we think that they're ready to be challenged. And whatever they're getting challenged, we've had Conor O'Riordan, who's done terrific. He was at Kisgrove, at Nantwich, he's done well there. So he's doing good, and Tabs and Sean Lawton's doing fine, and there's a whole raft of them. So we've got to make sure that we keep developing them and get them ready for the first team. And when they're ready, then I'll play them.
Just on Zach, you just mentioned he's 3 games, I think, in a row that he's played at first team level. Is that something that you have to be really aware of and make sure that you look after him right? Yeah,
of course. I think you look at someone like Luke Offord, who played 9 games, I think it was, 12 games. Then when the season stopped, we got promoted. Then he played, it might have been 9 games. I think it was 9 games. Then he played 12 games and pulled his hamstring. So we've gone, ooh. Were he going to do that if COVID didn't happen? Maybe. They didn't think he'd do it after 12 because they thought he'd last longer. But then he come back, and you're going, right, where's he going to... Because you're going to remember Luke's 21. And he's 4 years older than Zach, and there's a few of them, and it's not so much one game, it's the actual repetitive nature of Saturday, Tuesday, and it's that's the demand. So we'll be trying our utmost to protect all of them, really, because they're all young lads, those three at the back. You know, so that they don't break. We try and keep them as, you know, as fresh and as, you know, as optimal performance as possible.
Unfortunately for you, I think we spoke before the game at the weekend, you would have loved somewhere along the line to have a settled side and a settled system to see how it goes. You mentioned Gaffer, he's picked up 5 yellows now, so you have to go into a game without him, but the door opens, as we always said in football, for someone else.
Yep. Yeah. I think if he didn't get booked on Saturday, I think, and maybe tomorrow, then he'd have been all right, but he's picked up too many silly ones, to be honest. And he's going to have to sit it out, and he's giving someone else an opportunity. And if they do well, tough luck. I didn't get booked 5 times, so I'll ask you to get booked 5 times. So, but yeah, look, he's been fine. He's been consistent. He's got to cut out them silly bookings, I have to say. But the door opens to someone else.
Well, it's a short period that you build up to your next game. You'll do much preparation as you can. It is Wimbledon. Many people always target Wimbledon with the Wimbledon way, but that's all changed, hasn't it? It's not a Wimbledon way anymore. It's a different approach from how they play. Yeah,
listen, you know, the manager's gone in there and implemented a different way. And I have to say, I think they're a good team. I think they're young and energetic and try and pass the ball. So we've got to make sure we're on our guard and stop them and be as good in possession as we were on Saturday. And if we are, then, like I said, we'll give anyone a game.
I think we've talked about Saturday, Tuesday, and sometimes you couldn't wait to have a Tuesday game because you might have not done well on the Saturday. I would think that, you know, the old gloves on the other hand this particular time, because you have done well on Saturday and you can't wait for Tuesday night to come around, I guess.
Yeah. If it was up to me, I'd play today. It's not me that's playing, like, you know, and if I played Saturday, I definitely won't be able to play today. But yeah, I think we're looking forward to our trip to the capital.